Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature somewhere, and in my area it is snowing, so we're, depending on where you live in my area, a couple inches to 5 inches. So anyway, here I am. I really want to reach out to all of you, see how all of you are doing. I hope you're working on yourself, being that change that you want to see in the world. Not just that you want to see that change, because really, don't we all want to see the change? But it's more than just wanting to see a change, it's being that change. That means that we have to work on ourselves all the time. Like I said before, every second of the minute, every minute of the hour, every hour of the day, every day of the week, every month of the year. We really do. We really have to push ourselves hard every day to be that change and to be able to make it through the 2024. And there's a lot going on a lot of you are not aware of, is not everyone is going to make it. So in any way, before I get too going on this video, is I really love you, and I really, 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 from the bottom of my heart, really hope the best for you. I wish for all of you to make it, and I know I keep on saying make it. What am I talking about? So before I get going on this video, and that's not what I'm going to talk about, that will have to be another topic another day, as far as what does Starlight mean as making it, because not all of us are going to make it, to get through. A lot of people had a shift from like 3D to 4D to 5D, the third dimension, the fourth dimension to the fifth dimension, but not everybody is going to make it to the fifth dimension. So there are videos that I made, and I'm not sure what the title is, but you're going to want to check those out, and I think it might be Did You Know? I did make videos about the third dimension, the fourth dimension, and the fifth dimension. Yes, we are multi-dimensional, a human experience. We are learning, we're here on Earth learning how to be human. So anyway, I do love all of you. I really hope you're getting enough water. Starlight's got hers here. And you don't want to overeat, but you do want to make sure you're taking good care of yourself and eating healthy food. And anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And you can find me on YouTube at Starlight. It's Starlight. And that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, if you want to be that change in the world, you can give this video a thumbs up, and you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. Plus, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So, I've been seeing this throughout my whole life, and it's getting worse. What's getting worse, Starlight? And I know you clicked on the video, right? So you more than likely know what's getting worse. Are you running out of patience? I have been noticing things, about people that are so impatient, and they got a lot to learn. And you might be one of those people that I'm talking about. Not that I'm talking about you, really. It just, the way society is, the way this technology is, it is ruining a good portion of the people as far as patients go. And it is, I do miss some things from the way things were, where people were more patient. And now you got, like phones, where you can have an app on your phone, and now you can hurry up and order something at your favorite fast food restaurant. Oh no. Yeah, your favorite fast food restaurant or, other places out there. And I really don't know a whole lot about this, but not too long ago, I went to, and I didn't eat anything in there. I went for a cup of coffee. So Starlight's still working on letting go of her coffee, but I'm not drinking it every day like I was. So that's something that I really was in a situation one morning where I was like, what do I do all day? And because I believe the libraries were all closed, and I was like, I couldn't go in libraries because it was holidays. So I didn't know what to do with myself, and I needed to get somewhere and get warm. So I did this. I went to Dunkin' Donuts only to get a cup of coffee and sit there so I can study my numbers that I had a whole bunch of numbers to study. And, instead of sitting in my car and heating up my car every so many minutes after it gets cold, I really, the gas money is going out of my car just to keep it warm. So I decided hey, I'm just going to sit and stay warm somewhere. And I noticed, I'm like, oh no, I knew they were working on the Dunkin' Donuts in this area. And I used to go there before, not a lot, but I did go there before to meet, I met people there from dating apps because it was close in my area, and all I had to do is go down the street and meet them at this Dunkin' Donuts. And what they did is they used to have a whole bunch of chairs and tables all set up for people to come in when they did go to Dunkin' Donuts. And they redid the whole building, and now there's only a couple tables and chairs. And I went there early in the morning, and I didn't know all this stuff. So it was a big eye-opener how I couldn't believe how busy the place was. And, nobody came in to sit at the table or tables, because there was only two. I just was like, wow, I like the way it looked before with all the tables. Where now they lessened that out, as far as the table and space. So it almost looked like the place got smaller somehow. And what I noticed is that a whole bunch of people were driving in and out of the Dunkin' Donuts, drive-through. Not only that, I was the only one that did this because I'm like far behind when it comes to technology. I felt definitely like an alien, like I am anyway. But what I was, is what I was noticing. I was the only one that went to the counter, and they might have not have liked it, but I went to the counter like I normally would. Wouldn't you just normally go to the counter and order a cup of coffee? But I was the only one out of many, many people in and out. I mean, it just was going and going and going, and I was there early in the morning. And so I did get my cup of coffee. I was studying for my dream study, and I was studying my numbers because, it was comfortable that way for me instead of sitting in my car. And people were coming in and out of Dunkin' Donuts, but they weren't sitting down. They actually, I didn't know they had this, but they had a machine. Starlight didn't know. I haven't been in that Dunkin' Donuts in a long time because I don't eat that food anymore that I used to eat. And there's not a lot of healthy food in Dunkin' Donuts, is there? Absolutely not. But they did have a machine that I didn't know about, and what it was is that people were ordering their stuff on their phones, and then they would come in and do something on that machine, and then their food was already there. It was already set up for them. It's like, this is a new thing for Starlight, to see. And like I said, I laugh because I am way behind when it comes to technology as far as how they're having things. But is this really a good thing that they are having out there? Because now people are so impatient, like before with driving through a drive-through and stuff like that, where the line would get pretty big at Dunkin' Donuts, and that is a very small, they're all small, but it's just the worst place to have a Dunkin' Donuts. It's a very busy area, and, I'm surprised, they might have had accidents in that area because it's right when you get off the thruway and you got to make a turn, and boom, there's Dunkin' Donuts right there. And then when you're coming out of Dunkin' Donuts, boom, there's traffic because they're getting off the thruway. So it is a really horrible place. I just wish they did things differently as far as those quick places, like a fast food place like Dunkin' Donuts or Burger King and all that. But now people are just, they patient and they're heading to work and they want their Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And I do have to say that it does taste good, but of course it is a lot more money than going to a Stewart's. I get less for, less and paying more at Dunkin' Donuts than I would get more at Stewart's, and, less. That's a place to go to. But anyway, what do you think about, the way society is, and are you that person that goes on those apps and wants everything right away, and, where it can really, mess with people a lot, because now they get so used to getting things right away, they don't want to wait for shit. Yeah, I did that again, didn't I? But, that's the whole thing is, one day, I was taking a shower. I was hurrying up because it's a place where other people take showers, and I'm a female, what can I say? But I am like the quickest female about getting clean. I don't want to swear, right? But, I am quick. I don't take my sweet old time, and, it was kind of funny. I got like a dark energy person was upset with me and knocking on the door every so many minutes, and I'm like, and the person got upset, like, oh, you should have been out of that, shower in 15 minutes. 15 minutes? My, just taking my clothes off and putting them back on, and, just different little things. I'm like, but I realized it was a dark force in there trying to get me going. And after I realized that, I'm like, I'm not going to let this ruin my day over somebody being so impatient, and he got so upset waiting for the shower, and this is what is going to happen to the people, is that, people are just going to get impatient and have attitudes with other people for no reason. So, like the way I look at it, people ought to get up earlier then, do things earlier instead of waiting the last minute to do things and get things done. It's a good thing for the people and the children, and it's so bad. There's people, and I know my videos are long, and there's people that can't even watch a 20-minute video because of TikTok, or they go on Facebook, and I don't have patience for Facebook. I know I have my name out there for Facebook, but I don't spend any time. I don't have that time to sit there, and I used to do this before, and I was like, wow, a lot of my time got wasted by scrolling through Facebook. Too bad they didn't have it where it just scrolls by. You just sit there like a TV screen and just, but, I'm surprised they didn't come up with that one yet. But, it is something how everything is speeding up in life, and it's not really the greatest thing for us to be so impatient, and we need to learn. God is gonna, I'll tell you what, if you are that person that is impatient about all kinds of stuff, maybe in driving, where we all get those people that tailgate, those people that want to move, get you going faster, and here there's snow on the thruway. I'm not going faster. You know what? I'm just going to stay my speed. I'm not going to let those people affect me when I'm on the road on the thruway with snow or with rain. So really, those people out there that are pushing us to go faster and quicker, really, you don't want to be one of those people, because whether you get away with that in one way or another, like going into Dunkin' Donuts and getting your food quicker and ordering things quicker and getting this quicker and that quicker and ordering stuff this way, that way through technology with a switch of your phone, you know, you're going to still have to learn patience. And God is going to teach all of us patience. We all have to learn to be patient. So, and I love all of you. It's not good for the kids. You know, the technology, the way the speed is going on the technology with the kids, you know, if you're that parent that, you know, like, I'm really against kids having phones, but there's nothing that I can do about that. You know, it's going on. You know, people think it's cool or neat to have their kids to have cell phones at a very young age. It's ruining them, you know, because now they're, you know, I went to a library not too long ago, and there was a little girl, you know, on a computer, and it was short videos, just checking out all these short little videos that, you know, and it's like, I just sat and looked at what she was watching. It was like, you know, and she was only like around 7 years old, you know, and her dad was in the library, and that little girl got bored after a while of scrolling down and looking at all these little short videos, and the father wasn't even around watching her. I didn't even know who was with her, but she went out in the hallway, and he didn't know it, and I was sitting there doing my stuff, getting things set up, and there he was. He panicked, really, you know. I seen him panic, like, huh, where did you go? Well, you know, you should be there with your child, you know. Just because it's at a public library, it doesn't mean that your kids are safe, you know. And I know that a lot of times public libraries, because the way things are, is that they do have cameras, but it doesn't mean, you know, that your child is safe. And you can't really just count on the library's cameras to babysit your kids. So we really need to keep a better eye on our kids, and really, you know, they're gonna always want us to get them this and get them that, you know, because I know when I was younger, I went through that phase, you know, like, oh, Ma, Dad, I want this and I want that. The other kids, you know, and it wasn't going to happen for Starlight. It absolutely was not going to happen, you know. Even just clothes, you know, that I desired to have as a kid, you know, because a lot of times I wore my brother's clothes going to school, you know, or garage sale clothes or auction clothes. It wasn't brand new clothes, absolutely not. I didn't know what brand new clothes, what are those, you know. So we really got to really teach our kids the right way in the beginning, because we're just going to ruin them later on as adults. You know, before you know it, you know, they're not going to even want to cook at home, because that means it's going to take time. You know, they're not going to want to clean up their house, you know, so they might have a cleaner come to their house because they're impatient. They don't want to do that work. But, you know, even though I am a house cleaner and I have my own cleaning business, hey, I love when people call me up and say, hey, you know, can you clean this? But, you know, is it always the best thing? You know, because, you know, it does cost money to have a cleaner, and then people will complain, you know, that costs money. Yeah, it does cost money, you know, to clean a house. And, you know, and then you're taking the chance of having somebody in your house that you don't know. So, and I did know of a person before that was doing really bad stuff in people's homes without them knowing about it, until she got caught one day. So, you know, and it's really something where, you know, we want everything instant and quick, like, and they changed the food around now, you know, so everything's so quicker, you know, on a fast pace. But, you know, like, they got instant potatoes, instant cereal. You know, I don't even know what's out there these days as far as things, you know, for making things quick. And of course they're making more money, so it's more money to, pay for those items that you're purchasing at the store. So we really do need to slow God down, because God is, you think you can get away with it by having all these apps. There's going to be times that you're going to be waiting for stuff, and there's absolutely nothing you could do about it, because God is going to test you out, and God is going to teach you about patience one way or another. So you might be able to get away with it by going to the fast food places that is killing you, because that stuff is really bad. I used to work at a Burger King, and the oils, it was all in my skin and hair. It was really nasty. And I smelled like a garbage can when I got home from working at Burger King all those hours. So it is not really good for you, to eat that kind of food. But hey, you could do whatever you want to do, and I can't force you to do anything. But, it will catch up with you later on as you get older in life. And, remember me when I try to tell you when you were younger, is to really change your diet around. I can't force you to do anything. I'm just teaching you that, I've seen many people in my life when I had my cleaning business now, but my old clients that I had, they were going into the doctors, and it's going to cost you a lot of money later on. So really work on your eating habits now while you're young, and teach your kids. Don't buy all that junk food for your kids, because I'm not going to say that you don't love your kids, but really, if you really, 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 really love your kids, you would teach them right from the start and say, you know what, we're not eating that junk in this house. I am not going to buy that, because I've witnessed many times in the store where kids are, like picking out what they want in the grocery store, and hey, if they pick out fruit, vegetables, my son was so great at that when he was younger. He was, it's something. He wasn't like that when he was a kid, little, but when he grew older, it was kind of weird. He ended up hanging out with a Christian young man that passed away a long time ago, and but that man gained a lot of weight, and he decided to cold turkey change his eating habits around, and he did. He went and started eating fresh vegetables and and fruit or whatever, and my son went to work with him, and the guy was the greatest example for my son. And it was great. My son was coming home eating vegetables and fruit instead of cake and pie. So we need to cook our meals at home instead of going out all the time. It costs a lot of money. First you got to pay for your dinner, and then tip on top of that. It's like, it is a lot of money. You think about it, one meal. Well, for the females, they get probably 2 meals, but guys mostly are going to eat their whole entire meal, depending on where they go. And then you look at that plate, and say if the meal costed $20 for that meal, and then you give, say if you gave $10 to the waitress, so there's $30 for one plate of food. And then you wonder at the end of the month is where all the money is going. Well, keep on going out and eating out. And not that it's bad to go out and eat out once in a while, but it shouldn't be. I did know somebody that was doing that every day. I was like, how can he afford that? He didn't want to cook. He didn't want to learn how to cook, or he didn't want to see the dishes. So, and that's what he did. He went out and ate every single night. So I was like, how in the world, and it's not really, and then that's where you're going to end up eating stuff that's really not good for you. Not even know what you're eating. Be like, oh yeah, that sounds great, and who knows what's in that dish. So anyway, we really do need to work on being patient, and I'll tell you what, you want to learn to be patient. I did this long time ago. I tell you what, after that I was waiting for everything. As I prayed for patience one time. I'll never do that again, because I ended up finding myself waiting for all kinds of stuff, and you know what? It worked. It really did. It worked. God was teaching me patience on everything. You know, I had to wait for this, I had to wait for that, and you know, it is tough, isn't it, sometimes when you can't get somewhere when you want to, and you know, you want to push things quicker, and we really need to slow down. And like I've been learning, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And you know, I am going through stuff right now, living in my car, but I'm enjoying what I am going through. I'm learning so much right now. So I am not in a rush, even though I want to get to where I'm going. I'm enjoying the journey while I'm patiently waiting to get there in the right time when the universe wants me to get there. Everything is going to fall in place at the right time. You know, so anyway, I do love you. I really hope you get a lot of help from this video. You can be patient with me, you know, even in the beginning of videos. I have to bring this up really quick. I guess it is really tough when you got computer issues and you go for a YouTube video and you're like, oh, I got a problem with my phone, or I got a problem with my computer, and then you find a video, and then like when Starlight does this to you guys and girls sometimes, where she's and you're like, come on, just get with the show, you know, get with the video, you know, tell me what, you know. And it's so funny is that especially with trying to work on your computer, you know, where you find somebody and you know, they talk about something, or they really make, and then you're like, I gotta watch this because I need to learn how to fix this problem on my computer. So I do have to say Starlight is guilty of that. I mean, like, because it's like, okay, when is this gonna get over? When it's gonna, I'm gonna fall asleep here. But anyway, I have to be a little funny with you. So I know we all been in that boat right there, is trying to fix something that has gone wrong, and you find a YouTube video and it's like, help me, and you just want to get the, you know, right to that point, but it never gets right to the point unless you really find somebody that really knows what they're doing as far as a YouTuber. So anyway, I love you so much, and thank you for being so patient with Starlight. And anyway, I do love all of you. You can, if you want to see, be that change in the world, you can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget, you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can also follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. Plus, don't forget the notification bell like Starlight did in the first part. Also, don't forget to check out my videos, my playlist, because there is a video on there about the fifth dimension, and I think it might have been as Did You Know is the playlist, and it might be in one of those those titles there. And I do want to add more playlists. I gotta work on my computer. I can't seem to figure out how to do that on my phone. But anyway, thank you so much for being patient with Starlight, and I love you all. This is Starlight. This is Starlight. Love, light,